right?
Does this girl know that my family is involved with the law? I hope to God you tell her.
Inconsequential. Right?
I really hope you tell her before she decides anything else.
At this moment, that's inconsequential.
Okay.
It's not going to stop what's going to happen.
On Monday, October 17th, around 2:30 p.m., Broward County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a dispute at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport in Broward County, Florida. Before deputies arrived, a Delta passenger had been removed from a flight after airline staff said her conversation was making other passengers uncomfortable. The woman said she was willing to leave, but her carry-on was still on the aircraft, and she claimed it had expensive personal items inside that were worth more than the employees' paychecks. The dispute over the bag quickly escalated. Airline staff claimed the woman grabbed a Delta employee, tackled her, and threw her to the ground, and proceeded to cause a chaotic scene. Here's what the deputies encountered.
No, she wasn't in you. She was in the pink shirt, and she's like, we need you guys to get off the plane. I'm like, whatever. I'm thinking it's for a vape reason. I don't have a vape on me, but I knew one of them did.
So this was when you're already here at the gate?
We were sitting.
Oh, still out.
So we were sitting in the plane. Yeah, waiting to take off. But then they said we have to turn around, we have to go to the gate. I'm like, all right, whatever. That kind of sucks. Like we were like, no, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like we have to turn around, like. So we turn around and we're at the gate, and this lady comes up to, she's like, we need to take you off the plane. And I'm like, oh, it's probably because you have a vape. That's the first thing that came to my head. It's probably because you have a vape, and I'll have that plane.
The people you were sitting next to, you're saying?
Yeah, and I was like, whatever, like, we're probably getting taken off because you have a vape, and they probably caught you, so we're getting taken off, whatever. They're like, oh, you guys are bothering people around. I'm like, I will move seats if there's a problem. Like, I was trying to, like, cooperate because I have PTSD with flights, and I don't feel like missing flights. I don't feel like causing problems on flights. I was like, all right, so she has to get off the plane. I'm like, whatever, we have to get off the plane, that's fine. Then she tells us we have to find the flight. I'm like, all right, if we have to find the flight, I need to get mine.
So you've already been removed from the plane?
She took us off the plane. She's like, you guys need to find me the flight. I'm like, okay, I just need to get my luggage. It's a carry-on on the plane in the overheads. I don't own normal things. I own all valuables. I own my thing. Even in my purse, with my carry-on luggage, it doesn't matter. Everything I own is valuable. So I just need to get this, and I will gladly find you the flight. I have no problem being smart about the plane.
With the passenger already off the flight, deputies are still trying to sort out two things: where her luggage is and who actually started the confrontation with the airline staff.
No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She just said, no, I'm sorry, like, you're not listening. Like, but I am listening. I just need my belongings, my property, my valuables. I don't own anything that's not valuable. Anything I own is of value. So I just needed this. This is all I needed. She wasn't letting me do that. So I'm like, you know, I actually and I've been robbed on a flight before. I was robbed $3,000.
So the reason why I'm here with the TSA, okay? You have TSA still here? This is law enforcement and local law enforcement here that handles the statistical aspect of it. I'm looking at the security aspect of the airport.
Yeah.
And when you are escorted off the airplane, you're not permitted to go back to the airplane.
It's totally fine that I can't go on this flight.
So how did this escalate?
I said I just need to get my baggage.
Hey!
Hello. Something's striking me here,
Yes,
and I just need some verification.
yes.
She said she had to get back on board to get her suitcase, her carry-on.
He was saying that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just noticed that the carry-on has a date check tag on it.
Oh, okay.
Who retrieves the bag for her? Because it wouldn't have been on the plane then, would it?
Unless she decided here that she wasn't going to check it. We do have some passengers that will sneak it on anyway.
Bring it on?
Yes.
Okay.
So that does happen.
Okay, so
she most likely took it on anyway.
something that I just noticed. She has a gate check tag on her bag.
Yeah, she didn't hand it over.
Okay, so it was on the plane. Okay.
You back up, and you're not gonna approach my agent again. And that's why I stopped her right here. Because she came off, right? Started walking this way, and came back this way. Went to clear her space, you black bitch. And I'm like, oh, so you just stop. I said, stop. I'm right here. You're not gonna approach my agent like that. What? What? Don't tell me I'm a witness now. How?
After gathering statements from everyone involved, deputies meet back with the woman near Terminal 2 to determine the direction of the investigation.
Okay, Ms. Weston. What happened?
So I was sitting on seat 32F, I think it was, and this guy was like, switch seats with her. And I was like, I don't mind. You guys are grown men, so I'll sit in the middle. So they had leg room. So I sat in the middle, and I started talking with the 19-year-old about his book that he was reading, because I was into the book he was reading, and I know about the book he was reading. And then I started talking to the of-age man next to me, and we were just kind of complaining about how we had to turn the flight around and refuel it. Like, why would you set a flight off without fuel? Like, what the fuck? So we were just like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. And then we started talking about music and the music industry and music videos, and I was showing him stuff. And then this lady in a pink shirt said, oh, do you guys mind stepping off the flight? Like, oh, that's fine. I don't have a problem. And I'm thinking it's because someone had a vape. Like, the guy next to me had a vape. And I knew he had a vape. So I'm like, oh, we're probably getting told he had to give his vape away or something. So I get off the plane. She's like, oh, well, you guys need to, you guys aren't going to be able to take this flight. Like, someone's complaining about you guys. I'm like, complaining about what? I was like, I'll put my headphones in and be quiet the whole flight. I am totally cooperative. And I was like, complaining about what though? Like, I just don't understand. She's like, she's tried to say like, our conversation was like making them uncomfortable or something. They just wanted us off the flight. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I just need to get my property. Because my property, I don't own non-valuable things. Everything I own is of value. Everything. I've been robbed on a flight before, so I have PTSD from my last flight in July. I was robbed $3,000, my house keys, my car keys, my ID, everything. So I was stuck up here for a long time before I could go home. So she's like, I just need you to step off the flight. So we all step off the flight, and she's like, oh, wait, guys, like, we got a complaint. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I will gladly book a new flight if you don't want me on this plane. If I could sit in another seat, that's fine. If you need me to get on another flight, that's fine. I just need to get my belongings. I need to get my property, because that's all I have to my name. I need this right here because it is so of value. It probably costs more than everyone's plane ticket on this goddamn flight. Like, my clothes are very expensive. My belongings are very expensive. I don't own non-valuable things. Like, everything is of value. It doesn't matter if it's my personal item, it doesn't matter if it's my carry-on, it doesn't matter if it's my luggage. Everything is of value. So I said, I just need to get my luggage, my carry-on, and I'll be right off. It's in the front. It's before we even get past where they close the curtain, like first class or whatever you want to call it. So I was like, I just need to get my belongings and I'll be off this flight. And this girl literally, like, tackles me, like, grabs me. And I'm like, get the f off me. I'm like, you could go get it if you need to. Like, I have no problem with you going and getting my bag for me. As long as I have this, I don't mind. But she was trying to tell me that she's not giving me this and I'm not getting it and that I'm not understanding. I'm like, no. If you're telling me I need to get off this flight, go get my carry-on, because this is my entire life. I'm missing a Playboy shoot, which is a huge thing for me in my career, and I'm missing it now because this bitch wanted to throw me on the ground and try to say I wasn't cooperating when all I asked was for my property back, and I would gladly leave the plane. I will go book a new flight, it's not a problem. And she just wanted to grab me and throw me on the ground. Like, what the f is wrong with you? Get off of me. Like, don't touch me. I have to deal with people touching me for a living. So she did that, and I'm like, get the f off me. Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? I'm not even being violent or aggressive in any way. I'm just asking for my belongings that are of huge value. Everything in my bag is of huge value. I don't need my things being flown to Boston without my supervision. I asked her to go get it. She said no. So she threw me on the ground. I'm like, what the f is wrong with you? Get off of me. And like, she let go. Because she realized what she did. She literally, like, acted out of character and threw me on the ground. So I'm like, yo, you're crazy. Like, you are crazy. And I got my property. This is my property. And I left that flight, and I was ready to go book a new flight, and then all of a sudden, officer showed up, and Sheriff Campbell came, and they're like, you just need to wait. And I listened. I'm like, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, she starts, oh, like overreacting. I'm like, what? I'm like, why wouldn't you do that when you like tackled me to the ground? Like, that's crazy to me.
So you're saying she tackled you on the ground?
Yes, she grabbed me and threw me on the ground.
Threw you on the ground? Okay.
Huh?
Threw you on the ground?
Yes, she grabbed me and put me on the ground, and I'm like, get off of me. Like, I literally have to this phone from her job. I have to do it. So for a woman to do that to me, you escalated this situation. When I asked you to go get my luggage, I asked if I could have my property of value, and you want to make it 10 times harder when I'm just asking for my property back. Before the plane takes off, and I told her I'll buy a new flight. I have no problem with getting a new flight. I have no problem if you move my seat. I have no problem. I was willing to cooperate, and then she threw me on the ground, and I'm like, what the? Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm not someone who. Like, I'm a people person. I'm supposed to be a public figure, and to have someone throw me on the ground and like try to make it like they're the victim. Like, I was just trying to get my property back. Like, and it just really like threw me off. I have things from vintage Playboy in here. Like, the amount of my suitcase is well over her pay. So I needed my property back, and she just wasn't happy about that. And the two guys that were there, like, literally just watched this girl throw me on the ground. And I'm like, all I said was, get off of me, because I'm not about to deal with assault when I have to. I'm not about to deal with that.
The address on your ID, is that current?
Like, I don't like to f around. I don't f around with law enforcement. I'm a well-behaved citizen.
What's the zip code?
03, I'm sorry, 1 second. I've only lived there for like 2 years.
What is it that you do for a living?
I am actually out here because I'm a verified artist. I make music for a label. I'm a performer, entertainer. I'm verified on accounts. Like, I'm not just some dream of this. Like, this is my career.
Okay.
And I'm also a model. And a public figure.
All right, Ms. Weston. I spoke to everybody that I could, everybody that saw exactly what happened, the two gentlemen that you're referring to. The two gentlemen that you referred to did not tell me the same version of the events that you just said. They saw you throw the Delta employee onto the ground.
She put her arms around me. I've worked with grown men since I was 17. I'm pretty sure I know when someone touches me.
Okay.
I'm positive,
Ms. Weston,
actually.
at this moment, you're going to be placed under arrest for battery, and the TSA people will be contacting you, and our state attorney's office will be contacting you once you're released from jail.
I need to press charges against her because she assaulted me. I have to, because it's not okay.
Okay. When this all goes to court, you'll have the opportunity to do that. All right?
Does this girl know that my family is involved with the law? I hope to God you tell her.
Inconsequential. Right?
I really hope you tell her.
Ms. Weston,
before she decides anything else.
At this moment, that's inconsequential.
Okay.
It's not going to stop what's going to happen.
Okay.
I need you to stand up for me, please. Put your things down, put your hands behind your back.
I just need to tell my father. I just need to tell my father.
Ma'am, you're an adult, so he'll find out. Okay?
Homosexual.
That's not gonna help the matter. Okay?
Nothing's gonna help the matter anymore.
Suspect was later identified as Aimee Weston. She was arrested and transported to Broward County Main Jail in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where she was booked on a battery charge. For that charge, her bond was listed at $1,000. All individuals featured on this channel are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. If you found this video entertaining or educational, drop a like. It helps support the channel. And if you enjoyed this airport police body cam video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these next videos on your screen.